what else do you think is critical for startup businesses to consider?
All right, so because I teach marketing and of course management, entrepreneurship, e-business, what I'm seeing is, I think when founders are building, they are focused on the product and not as much on the marketplace. So there's this debate between so-called product-driven versus market-driven, and I'm 100% market-oriented, because when it comes to product market fit, right, that's really where you have to have your validation. It's really not just a matter of how advanced your technology is. It's about, is there a market that's ready to adopt, so passionate about what you can offer and convert that technology into value. And then in addition to that, we also look at, product market, but also founder and investor fit. And if you think about that from a marketing perspective, it's all about this whole value chain that goes beyond just the product or say the technology itself. So that's something I see a lot of times missing, essentially the people piece of innovation and not just the technology or say the product itself. Eventually, I really believe entrepreneurs and innovators are solving humanity problems and not just technology problems, right? A lot of global challenges, speaking of globally scalable, are challenges that we're facing. So essentially, instead of holding a hammer to find the nail, you need to really identify where's the biggest problem and who are your target market, and honestly build with them. So I have a theory that your best angels are actually your users. In the early days, the early adopters are almost like your angels who are willing to work with you when you don't have the perfect product yet. So that's how we...
Interesting. I mean, when you're saying marketing, I think of selling, but
Yes.
when you're saying marketing, you mean about getting that product market fit or understanding where you fit in the market. Right?
Oh my goodness, Chris, you brought such a great point. So if I may wear my professor hat for a second, essentially there's such a narrow definition of what marketing means. You're absolutely right. Most of people would think marketing is just selling or promoting or social media or nowadays influencer. Marketing is way bigger than that. If I throw the marketing strategy planning process, that's only one box out of the 12 boxes we talk about. It starts with market research. It starts with situation analysis, identify who would be your best target market, and then have clear goals and objectives, and then develop what we call the 4 Ps, which is marketing mix, which include actually, first of all, product strategy, which include branding here, and then pricing, which is another, killer point for a lot of founders, and place, which is also so-called channel of distribution, logistics. How are you going to deliver the value to your final users, and promotion. So essentially, it's a very comprehensive process. And in fact, the best companies like Apple and Google, they're actually a marketing company. The entire company have that research-driven, strategy, coordinated implementation process in mind. So I'm really glad you brought that up.